Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for one of our favorite games on Sports Bluff. It's time for touchdown or turnover. All right, guys, if you've been around here long enough, you know how this game works. Touchdown means that we are going to love that pick or that question. Turnover means we're going to give it back. We just don't want it. We don't want to touch it. It's not ours for the taking. Let's kick it off with Kirk Cousins will be a starting quarterback week number 1. Tristan, touchdown or turnover?
I have to go turnover on this one. It seems like Atlanta isn't trading him. It seems like no one's chomping at the bit to get him, and I don't blame him. Kirk Cousins was awful last year. It looked okay for a minute, and then it fell apart as we expected it would. The ACL injury was too much for, the Achilles injury, even worse, was too much for him to overcome at his age. I wouldn't be shocked, Ryan, if Kirk Cousins ends up starting a couple weeks for some team, but I think that if it happens, it will be one of those situations where it's like, week 5 or 6, somebody's quarterback got hurt. They call Atlanta and they work out a deal with the contract. But as far as week 1 goes, no, I believe Kirk Cousins will be backing up Michael Penix in Atlanta.
We're going to take a quick timeout just to make sure you're subscribed to our channel. Take a look down below. If you're not, just do it. It takes 5 seconds. I'm going to wait.
All right, your turn. I've got one. This is kind of talking about the rookie quarterback, run we've had recently, which kind of defies odds. Last year, Jaden Daniels was amazing. The year before that, CJ Stroud. They both impressed back-to-back seasons as rookies. Here's the prompt, Ryan. A rookie quarterback will take a team to the playoffs again this year. Touchdown or turnover?
Well, let's be honest. The only rookie quarterback we're really talking about here is Cam Ward. Right.
I mean, never know. Shedeur Sanders could do it, I guess.
Yeah, let's be real, okay? This is a terrible quarterback class this year. I'm going turnover all the way here. I don't want any part of this. Don't ever ask me this question again this season. It is offensive, to be quite honest with you. The fact that this even came up in your brain, I'm a little hurt by.
Hey, it's happened back-to-back years. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but we've also had talent coming out, and I just don't think Cam Ward's going to be that guy, especially with the Tennessee Titans. I guess there's a chance that they make a wild card or something, but I just don't see it happening this year, man. Turnover all the way. Tristan, Daniel Jones will start more games than Anthony Richardson. Touchdown or turnover?
When you bring in Daniel Jones to compete, literally, we're going to compete with our, number 3 overall rookie sensation, like we were supposed to say the franchise. Touchdown on this one. I think Daniel Jones will end up starting more games than Anthony Richardson because I think we all know, and let's just be honest, Anthony Richardson is not an NFL quarterback. It was already rocky. The game where he tapped out because he was tired, that was it. Gosh. He's not a leader. He doesn't have the belief of that locker room. That whole organization is up in flames. Another, similar to Mike McDaniel on the Dolphins, guys showing up late. I like Shane Steichen as an offensive play caller. He is not a good head coach. He does not have the respect of that organization, and that's not all on him. It's top down. Anthony Richardson does not play quarterback. As we say, you got to play from the pocket, go through your reads, throw with accuracy and anticipation. That does not happen. Although I don't think Daniel Jones is, a godsend or anything, he is a better quarterback than Anthony Richardson. I think he is. I think that's just a fact at this point, and that will become evident to the players in that locker room within a couple weeks, and I think that will be the end of Anthony Richardson, and Daniel Jones will play the rest of the season. So touchdown all the way for this one. Okay, we've talked about this team a little bit, so throw it back to you. Take it wherever you want to. We talked about a little last segment. The Bengals will reclaim the AFC North this year. They're back, baby. Touchdown or turnover?
What's a normal blood pressure reading?
120 over 80.
Yeah, okay. I got to go after this show. So
okay.
I'm going turnover all the way here, man. Look, the Steelers beat them out last season. Okay, the Steelers. I don't think there's any chance in Hades that the Bengals overtake the Ravens next year to be atop the AFC North. Let alone, I don't even know if they'll take over the Steelers again. While I think that the Bengals, they have better talent on their team than like the team like the Steelers, right? They don't have better coaching. I think Zach Taylor barely held on to his job last year. He had some redemptive qualities toward the end of the season that probably retained his job, but you got Mike Tomlin looking you dead in the eyes, and then you got another Harbaugh looking you dead in the eyes. I don't think the Bengals team gets past those two teams this year, at least definitely not the Ravens, so I'm taking it turnover all the way. Tristan, for the first time in Mahomes' career, the Chiefs will fail to make the AFC Championship Game. Touchdown or turnover?
I think I'm going to go touchdown on this one, actually.
Okay.
They'll probably, lose close in the divisional game. That's just, I feel like there's too many questions. I know Veach is doing his magic. They should be better at wide receiver, but I'm just worried about the offensive line issues. I don't know. Maybe it's just the Super Bowl leaving a bad taste in my mouth. Obviously, I think they're going to win, 12 to 14 games. I think they're going to be the 1 or the 2 seed. They're going to go on a playoff run. But making the conference championship game every single year has to end at some point. And with the Ravens, the Bills, even I'm higher on the Bengals than you do, it feels like the AFC is getting better. Again, it's very possible. I think the Chiefs could absolutely win the Super Bowl, but it feels like that dynastic run, they're shaping into 2.0 now. The second half of Mahomes' career, we've got to build that up. So I think this will be a minor step back. And they'll still, be close and make the playoffs and probably lose in the divisional round. That's just how I feel right now. It could change after the draft. Okay, last one, Ryan. A first-year head coach will take his team to the playoffs. So that's Jaguars, Bears, Jets, Saints, or Cowboys. Are any of those teams going to the playoffs? Touchdown or turnover?
Yeah, this is a tricky one, man. It's because I have a 1 in 5 chance of getting this right or wrong, whichever way I go. But I think I'm still going to lean the turnover here, just because I think out of all these teams, I think Ben Johnson's probably the best one of all these guys. And he hasn't been a head coach before, right? So we just don't know what that looks like. And unfortunately, he has Caleb Williams as his quarterback. And again, we could see a whole new Caleb Williams this year with Ben Johnson. We don't know that he could unlock something in him, kind of like maybe the Baker situation, where Baker kind of seemed like he got unlocked once it got to the Bucs. I just don't know. So for right now, I'm going turnover on this. None of these other head coaches, like especially Cohen, like that doesn't get me excited at all. Nowhere near. Aaron Glenn, not so much. Who else am I missing? Kellen
Moore, Schottenheimer, yeah.
And Schottenheimer. I don't even know how to spell Schottenheimer's last name or say it, really, to be honest with you. I think I just messed it up. But ultimately, I think all these teams have made a step in the right direction, except for the Jags. I just don't know yet.
Yeah.
It's such a weird guy, man. I just can't get past how weird that dude is. I hope his football IQ is a lot better than his social awareness.
Yeah, social cues, yeah.
So, but I do think that the Bears actually have made a terrific move with hiring Ben Johnson.
For sure.
I think he's going to be an amazing head coach. I just don't think we see it this year, so I'm going turnover for any new rookie head coach or head coach first year reaching the playoffs.
Yeah, I think I agree with you there. It's tough, it's first year, and great coordinators don't always make great head coaches. We'll see, but
we've seen that over and over again, haven't we?
All these teams too are in like really tough spots. Maybe like you said, except the Bears, but then they're in a tough division. So I'm with you. I think it would be a stretch.